Welcome to episode 8 of Master Glyph Hacking. We'll learn some really interesting patterns today, and hopefully you are following along really good and you are remembering what I have taught you so far. So first symbol is I or me. So it has two names, I and me, and we have a mirror image of you or other. So it's I, you, me, other, and it's just an arrow pointed towards me. If we take the whole canvas of Glyph Hacking and we put it down, and the arrow pointing towards me will be me, and the arrow pointing towards you will be you. So we got me and you, or I and you, and I or other. So I, me, and you, other. That's what we got. It's simple. It's simple. Just an arrow pointing towards me is I or me, and another arrow towards the other guy is you or other. Alrighty. Next up we have ignore. We already learned ignore with forget. So you are so small. The smallest glyph lines we have ignore and forget. So you are so small, people forget about you, and what's worse than forgetting about you, it's mirror image ignoring you. So forget and ignore. Next up we have imperfect. We learned in the episode number 1. Just remember that in imperfect you have to draw the bottom line again without touching the middle symbol. You can go above it, below it, you can go either ways, from left to right, right to left, the way you have drawn, but just don't touch the middle node and just go twice on the bottom line. Just go above it or below it. It's not that difficult, but you will not get it if someone doesn't tell you about the imperfect glyph. Alrighty. Next up, something we have learned before, improve. So some bodybuilder trying to do like that, and that is the improve, and opposite to that is deteriorate and erode. So we already learned improve. Go practice this one. It is confusing, especially because there are similar glyphs to this, so do practice this one. Next up we have impure, and first up we have pure, which is upside down P. P for pure, upside down P is just pure, and opposite to P is impure. So opposite of P is impure. It's like G, the alphabetic G, and upside down P is pure. So it's P, and opposite of P, pure and impure. Next up we have individual or self. This is just like breathe or live, but it's at the bottom of the glyph pattern. So the thing is, when you breathe, the air is lighter, it goes up in the sky, but the individual or self, it has two names, individual and self, he is or she is at the bottom. So the individual is at the bottom, but the air we breathe is up above there. We already know about breathe, live, or death, and individual is similar to breathe, just below that. Because of gravity, the individual is below, but air is lighter, so it's above there. So what you breathe is up, but you yourself are below there because of the gravity. Next up we got inside, also called absent, also called no, also called not. So why I did that symbol? It looks like a gun, a 7, and it takes the same space of glyph drawing as present. Present is, we discussed about present is like this, and absent is like this. So opposite to present, not in drawing. And how I remember this, the most common name you will encounter for this glyph when drawing will be inside. So inside is what you want to focus on most, but you do want to learn absent and no as well. So absent is like we are in the same space as present, but a different sequence. We got absent. And inside, someone points a gun at you. That's the glyph sequence, the glyph symbol 7, and they tell you to go inside. So they are pointing a gun at you and telling you to go inside, but you say no, I will not go inside. They say I will shoot you and I will kill you, but you say I'm already dead inside. So there's two ways to learn this. Someone points a gun at you and they say go inside, and you say no. Alrighty. Or someone points a gun at you and they say I'll kill you, but you say I'm already dead on the inside. So inside, no, absent, these are the names for this glyph symbol. Alrighty, next up. So when we look at the sky, we just see stars. If it wasn't for the intelligent people, we will never know about the constellations. Like these lines, we will just take them as just stars in the sky, but an intelligent person can tell that there is a constellation up there. So this symbol is for intelligence. I don't know if it makes much sense, but just see that an intelligent person made a constellation out of these stars. So that's the symbol for intelligence. Next up, we have interrupt. So when we are following along a path and someone interrupts us, that is interrupt. And opposite to interrupt, we got sustain. Now when we are drawing 5 glyph sequences on a level 8 portal, we will never encounter sustain, but because it's opposite to interrupt, so I'm just letting you know. So interrupt, something going on smoothly, you stop it, you pinch it with the pointed object, that's interrupt, and opposite to that is sustain. That's it for this video. So let's revise everything. We got arrow towards myself is me, arrow towards you is you, and next up we got ignore, we got the small forget, we got the opposite of that ignore, we got imperfect, you just draw the bottom line without touching the middle node. We got improve, someone trying to improve, showing his body, looks like the arms angle, that is improve. Next up we have impure, and we got upside down P as pure, opposite of P as impure. Next we got individual, individual is just breathe or live, but breathe or air is up there and individual is down here. And next up we have the 7, the inside, the no, the absent, someone points a gun at you, you say tell you to go inside, you say no, I will not go inside, also I'm already dead inside. Next up we have intelligence, someone looks at the stars and they say it's just stars, but an intelligent person looks at it and he says this is the constellation, this is the constellation. And next up we have interrupt, there's a straight line going on, a straight path going on, but someone interrupts it and pinches it, points it with the sharp object. Opposite to that is sustain. And that's it for this video. Guess this glyph symbol for the next video, and I'll see you next time.